So in one of my first videos, I recreated this button hover animation from Oliver LaRose. This is his blog here. He's got some really good stuff. But a lot of people in the comments were asking if I could recreate the other buttons on this screen. So in this video, I'll be recreating this button right here. How I do it is a little different. I haven't built this yet, so I'm going to be building it on the fly, learning from my mistakes, and hopefully that will also help you learn how to build things from scratch. But if you don't want to stick around to learn through all my mistakes, you can just go to the description and I've left a link to download the code that I end up with. But I haven't got that yet, so here we go, let's go into it. So what I've got here is just a button with a hover. So I've got the colors set up. How I did that was by inspecting the elements. You can come here and then read through this. The background color is white, the padding, the border radius, and then back in the code, this is actually white. So we've got the background color as white, the color as black, padding matching, border radius matching, and then on hover, I've changed the background color to the C9. And how I got that is if I inspect the button and then I tick this hover, which is under this little tab here, you can tick the hover, it sets there, then you can inspect again, and that's where the color is inside the CSS. So then I just grabbed that. That's where I'm at. From looking at it, the first thing I might try and do is move the text up. I haven't done Motion in a while. We've got the docs here in React as we're using Next.js. So we have to install Motion. So let's grab that, install Motion, and then you import it. So Motion.dev. What we'll be doing is on hover. So I wonder if that's still the same as it used to be. Yeah, so I imagine we'll be doing something like this while hover. So it's installed, let's run it again. The first thing I want to do is I'll comment this out because I want to make sure I remember what color that is. And then in here, let's import Motion. Import Motion from Motion/React. So let's put that there. So that's much better. I use Cursor, so Cursor will probably give me some suggestions throughout, and that will make development a lot quicker. So if I tab this, it knew that I probably want to make this a motion div. It already knew a while hover, but actually I'm going to do background color, and let's put that color in. Yep, so it needs to be client side. So there, so you can see in the dev tools, these colors will be changing on the hover. That's Motion doing that, which is great. So we've got the on hover working, the background, but that was just so I knew what's going on. This text, let's make it P tag. Then from what I remember, the button will have to have a reference, which then sets hover state. Oh, okay. So this is why Cursor is so great. So we can do this. We actually don't need the reference. You've got on hover start, set the hovering to true, set the hovering to false, on end. We'll come back to that. Don't need that. Okay, let's test to see what happens there. Cool, so, okay, that's doing something. This should have been false. So now it moves up. But why is there so much padding? Okay. Oh, okay, because it's a P tag. I think I'm just gonna do span. Yeah, let's do span. So it's not working because, yeah, let's add a class name to this, button title. Then in the class here, we will go button title. We're going to have it as absolute. Absolute. And then this one will have to be position and relative. So let's see what happens. Okay. No, I think that's the wrong move. I think that's wrong. Let's come back to that. Why? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's just get this back. So it wasn't working with span, padding, margin. Cool. Okay, that's kind of doing what we wanted, but maybe not that high. 50, let's go 50. So let's run through the code so that it all makes sense. We have a hover state, is hovering, and set is hovering. Default is set to false. The motion.button on hover start will set the hover to true. On hover end, we'll set it to false. Then inside the button, we have a P tag, a motion P tag, has an animate, and its Y, when it's hovering, will move up 50 pixels, and when it's not hovering, will be at 0. Is that making sense? It's making sense to me. So, but if you've got any questions, just leave them down below and I can explain more. So then the button, what we're gonna wanna do is we want it to clip. So overflow hidden, or is it clip? I think it's clip. Yep, perfect. That's what's happening. Is it a lot better? Okay, mine's a bit fast. So firstly, I think this may be 40. Let's get rid of that clip for now. It's very bouncy. So I think I'm gonna go, is it transition? This is where I might need the docs. Transitions. Okay, transition type, maybe, linear. That's good. I think that's good enough for now. So let's put this clip back on. I'm happy with that for the text. Back in here, the next part is the background. Has the text inside. It's almost like a duplicate of the button. Let's do the background. I think it's scaling. So in here, we'll do a Motion.dev. Oh, perfect. This is great. Let's do, so this time it will be like reverse, -40 and 0. Let's see what happens. Then in here, let's make a new one called button background. It will have to be absolute top. Let's just see what happened. Nope, that's not mine. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, what did I do? Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, have I got it on x-axis? Ah, silly. Let's get rid of this. Position absolute, right. Okay, bottom. 0. Ah, silly. Right. And left 0. I definitely don't want spring. Get rid of that. It's just confusing. Put that back in. So we're putting the transition as linear, just so we can work this out. I think I'm going to turn the clip off. Okay. Bottom. Let's go -100%, right? Is that what you do? Alright, I'm gonna set some hard-coded values. Oh, let's remove this for now. Let's get it into the right position. Okay, so it's top like that. So let's go bottom 0, height 100%. I want to use that. Okay, width 100%. Border radius will be the same as this. So, okay, perfectly covering it. So then let's move it down 100%. That's what I would imagine. -100%. Can you do that? Oh, it'd be 100%. So silly. Perfect. But it's the reverse. Like that. Like that, perfect. But then if I add the clip back, that's looking pretty good. There's a bit of scaling, which is fine. I'll do that too. And also I gotta add the text. Here, I think that should be pretty easy, like that. Oops. Copy that into there, because you want them to match. And then, oh, this is easy. Then you go display, flex, center everything. Looking pretty good. And then add a bit of scaling. So it'll be on this and it will be here. You'll go scale is hovering. Let's try that, let's see that. It's a bit weird. At 0, maybe 0.5. You know what? I don't think it's scaling. I think it's the rounded corners. There, 100. But here, I think it'll start on like 1,000. Maybe it's width. No, it's not that. This is interesting. Width, okay, get rid of that. Get rid of the clip to figure out what's going on. Broken something. Okay, but why is I've got border radius there. Why is it not working? I'm stuck. Oh, it was just that is so annoying. For some reason it cached. All right. That's really annoying. Okay, anyway, so we put this at 100 pixels. Why would it do that? Okay, border radius might be right. Maybe the text is separate. So it'd be like this. like that, but instead it's 0 and 40, 0 and 40. Oh, and it has to be absolute. I'll just do a button title too. Probably behind this. Oh, that's not what I want though. Get rid of this animation for now. And then we're gonna work out how to get it over the top. Okay, perfect, perfect. They're overlaid. Oh, it's a bit of a mess. But there we go. They're moving in line. Then we separate the background, this one, I think it'll overlay it, yeah, but the background, button background will be Z index, yeah, behind everything. Oh man, okay, it'll have to be Z index 1 and then, oops, and then these will have to be Z index 2. Cool. And it scales. It's definitely rounding. But maybe when it's a background it'll scale. I mean, it's pretty good. And with that rounding, oh, maybe it's just the width. Oh, that'll be it. And then I just got to center it. All right, this is where I'll bring in my AI agent. I'm trying to make the button background grow from the center. From the left side. Let's see what it says. Let's accept and see what happened. Okay, it did move it, which is good, but maybe this is 0. There we go. Perfect. Scale X is hovering. So does it need this? I might not need that. No, it doesn't. So what did it change? It didn't need this. It was scale X. So if scale X must scale from the center, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted. Which makes sense because width would go left to right. Scale X is just from the middle. Last thing is, oh yeah, so I don't think I want it to be like 0. Let's try 5. Yeah, that looks much better. Now, the other thing is when I reload the page, you can see it starts like this. I struggled with this one time, like forever. So I know, well, I'm pretty sure I know what the solution is. You go initial null. Wait, initial false, is it? I'm pretty sure it's that. And then, see when you reload now, it doesn't do it, but the animation stays. So there you have it. Thank you for listening. If you want the source code, I'll leave it in the description so you can just copy and paste and save yourself all the trouble I just had. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.